All right, have and have not fans, the reunion that people have been wanting since when did Charles give Candace the boot? Was that in 2020 or was that 2019? Because I remember that, I can't, let me put it this way. It's been a while. It's been a while since Candace and Charles have been face to face because it's kind of ironic when you think about it because the last time these two were even in the same room, Charles had literally turned his back on Candace and she was being pretty much dragged out of the room, kicking and screaming by Secret Service, and then off screen she was shoved in the back of a trunk and then driven out of the house and sent on the airport and back to Savannah. So yeah, to actually have Charles, sneak in the way he did, the question is, will Candace accept Charles' apology and take him back? I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think so. I mean, I might be judging a bit too swiftly, but based off what we've seen in the preview, just by the facial expressions that Charles is making, I honestly don't think that Candace will accept his apology. And I wonder, my biggest question is the pregnancy. Like, will that be brought up? Because based off what we know so far, Charles doesn't know a damn thing about the alleged pregnancy. It was Landon who was having, Candace follow. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It was Oliver who had Akil follow Candace. And then the one unnamed agent was actually tailing Akil for Landon. And that's how he found out specific information about where Candace is, about the pregnancy test. And remember, Candace assumed that Charles sent Landon down to convince her to get rid of a baby that she honestly doesn't even know if she has because she hadn't even taken a test. And I'm not going to get into the whole debate about if Charles is the father. I've done several videos on that already. Make sure to check out the Haves and Have-Nots playlist if you haven't, because I've done them. So, believe it or not, like I said in my trailer breakdown, I don't think Candace is going to accept the apology, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but the thing that I'm most interested in seeing is how Benny's going to react to the president-elect, because we know how Benny is in regards to, men that his sister and mother have been dealing with either on friendly or non-friendly terms. So, we know Mitch is like, oh yeah, well, Charles got to step to me, but Mitch isn't around. I don't think Mitch is in this. Mitch is in the episode because he's going to be at the bar with Sandy. Then he's going to call Benny to tell him about, hey, I need to go see your little friend who, Jim Cryer. I don't think Mitch is going to be at the hotel when Charles is there. I think he's going to be, doing his own thing. So I don't think we're going to see that Mitch and Charles confrontation. But I'm just wondering what Benny's going to do. Like, will Benny and Landon step out of the room? Will it just be Candace and Charles or what? But I honestly don't think these two will just instantly get back together. I think it's one of those situations where Charles is going to be vulnerable. But to be completely honest, guys, and I've said this plenty of times before, and I'm not going to lump this in I still have the same attitude. I don't really care about the Charles and Candace storyline, but I don't think that she should even accept his apology or go back with him. I mean, well, to be fair, if she wanted to accept the apology, oh well, that's great. But kind of like with Hannah and Derek, Hannah quote unquote forgave him and has kind of moved on with her life, but doesn't want him to be a part of her life anymore. I feel like I would say the same is true with Charles, but if it is indeed his baby, there are a lot of questions there. But let's just forget about the pregnancy for a moment. I'm still not the biggest Candace fan, even though she's kind of quote unquote, I don't even want to say change her ways because obviously she's still holding on to millions that don't belong to her, but she's done a lot of terrible things to good and terrible people. But at the same time, based off how Charles treated her, I don't think he deserves a second chance, president-elect or not, unless he's that good in bed. I don't know. But in my opinion, I don't think these two need to be together because of the fact that he chose his political career over her, which makes no damn sense because Landon was the quote-unquote Oliver of his time, telling Charles, she's trouble, she's trash, she's going to ruin your image. Charles wanted what he wanted. Then when things blew up in his face, he blew up to those around him, fired Landon. Then it got to the point where, it seemed like these two would have a happily ever after. He decided to kick her to the curb when things got negative in the press. and now he all of a sudden wants her back. Regardless of Candace's misdeeds, nobody deserves to be treated like that. But I know I'm in the minority here. More people want these two together than apart. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Candace will accept Charles's apology? If she does, will the reporters stop hounding Hannah? Will Candace tell the reporters the truth about, Hannah not being a terrible mother and all? But we'll just have to wait and see. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if she doesn't get back with Charles, will she get with Mitch or just stay by herself? But yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.